Hey guys, happy Wednesday! So, today we're going to talk about tally marks. And tally marks are just kind of a fun and easier way to draw pictures, basically, to help you count. So, if you take out your worksheet for today, you're going to see it has a bunch of ladybugs on it. Now, I can't draw a ladybug so well. I'm going to try, just so you can see how hard it is. So we're going to draw this circle, we're going to draw that part, do that, and maybe make a bunch of dots. That's my ladybug one, and I think he needs some antennas. And that wasn't so bad at the end. But did you see how much time that took me to draw a ladybug? We need 2 ladybugs for the first problem. And we're going to draw the circles. And there I have 2 ladybugs. But if I had to draw a ladybug every time I was trying to count, that would take me a really long time to count, huh? So there's got to be an easier way. So what we're going to do is we are going to use something called tally marks instead of ladybugs. So each line or tally mark is going to represent 1 ladybug. So we have 1 tally mark for this ladybug and another tally mark for that one. Now, that seems easy enough. It's going to get a little complicated once we get to the number 5. But let's stick with these tally marks first. So if I now change it, this was problem 1, and I now change it to 4 ladybugs. Oh, this is going to take me forever to draw. Do you guys understand why we don't really want to start drawing so much? And my ladybugs are becoming a little bit uglier and uglier as I go along. They're starting to not even look like ladybugs because my hand is starting to hurt. I don't really want to be drawing ladybugs all the time. But it's the same thing. So I'm going to use 1 line for each ladybug. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ladybugs. But when we get to more than 4, there's a different way we can start counting, and it helps us because yesterday we worked on counting by 5s. Let's review that really quick. If I have 5 and I have 5 more and I'm counting by 5s, the next number is 10, then 15, then 20, and we're actually not going to go higher than 20 for now. But 5, 10, 15, 20, and we're going to use that to count our tally marks because we're going to group them in groups of 5s and leftovers, okay? So I'm going to erase this. And instead of, I can't even find my eraser, here it is. But instead of ladybugs, because I really can't redraw ladybugs so well, I'm going to draw, let's think, what's easier to draw than number 3? I'm going to draw hearts, okay? Because, well, I love math, and I think it's so much fun. So in that picture, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 ladybugs on the top, and 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a group of 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 there and 2 more left over. So the way I draw 5 is I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I write my next one means I have a whole group of 5. So it's kind of going to hug the other 4. It's going to keep them all together. So that 5th guy is kind of like the mama bear, where she keeps everyone safe and together. So we're going to draw that line going through it. And that means I have 5. And then I have 2 more that weren't included. So when I'm trying to count that, I count my 5s first. So we're going to count our 5s first. That's 5 and 2 more makes 7. So that's 5, 6, 7. So that is 7. And that's how we would count with tally marks because we have our group of 5, 6, 7. So that's where tally marks are super helpful. So I'm going to do another problem that's not on our worksheet using hearts. Okay? So again, this one's not on your worksheet. You can draw it on the side if you want, or flip your paper upside down and draw it there. So I'm going to draw a bunch of hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hearts. I did a row of 5, another row of 5, and 2 more. So let's group them up. I have 1 group of 5, 2 groups of 5, and then 2 left over. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the mama bear hug. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another mama bear hug, and the 2 left over. So remember, when I'm counting, I want to count my 5s first. What do you want to count first? That's right, you count your 5s. So that's 5, then goes 10, and 2 more. So 10, 11, 12. We had 12 in total, because remember, we count our 5s first. Now, I'm going to try another problem where I'm only going to give you tally marks. I'm not going to give you pictures to count, because I don't want you counting just the pictures. So let's try this. Let's start with the tally marks. I'm going to start off with this one. 1. Can anybody tell me how many tally marks I have here? If you can, I want you to say the number right now out loud. 1, 2, 3. Great job. I heard most of you say that that was 3. So in case you didn't, we go 1, 2, 3. That's right. Let's do another one. I'm going to make this one a little harder. So, do you guys remember, what do we count first? Our mama bear hugs or our individual ones? That's right, we count by 5s using our mama bear hugs. So we're going to start with 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 because we're counting by 5s. We always start with the larger one, that big group we had. Okay? And for the last one, I'm going to try together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's count this together. Let's count by 5s. We have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So that makes 17 in total. Some of you were asking why I keep making this line on my 7s. Well, the reason I make that line on my 7s is because remember when we learned our alligator math? I didn't want it to look like an alligator's mouth, so I draw that little line there. You don't have to do that, just make sure it's nice and clear. Okay, so now let's go back to our worksheet. We're going to do the last 2 problems together, and then you're going to do your individual assignments on your own, all of your independent work. Can I erase? Good, okay. So, number 4 on our worksheet, we had these dashes. And number 5 on our worksheet, we had, okay, so what do those equal? What do they equal? Well, let's see. That looks familiar. I even gave you this little box here off to the side. So what does that equal? How many tally marks do I have there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 tally marks. Great job, guys. And this one. So remember, we always count those mama bear hugs first. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12. Here we have 12. Great job, guys. So we have 10 and 2 more, which makes 12. That was it. I know today's lesson was a little shorter than usual, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's so much fun to work with tally marks, and if you get really good at it, then it makes counting so much faster and so much easier. If you're not comfortable with it, you actually don't need to do your dashes, but you can still group them together. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a mama bear hug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a mama bear hug. So the same problem that we have like for number 5 that we just did, we can write it in a different way, but This way is what you'll use when you're a bigger kid. This way just kind of helps it easier to count, okay? So if you guys need anything, I'll see you on Friday. If not, I'm sure you're doing a great job.